This is such an incredible question. Why did Edward Cullen fall in love with Bella Swan? I think it'd be a crazy question to have to ask about two characters, main characters in a romance novel that do end up together. I'm going to give you the cynical answer first, though. Edward falls in love with Bella, first of all, because of the way that her blood smells to him, and second of all, because he cannot hear her thoughts. If those two factors were not in place, Edward would never have batted an eye at Bella. And we have evidence for this in the text. My eyes locked for half a second with a pair of large chocolate brown human eyes set in a pale, heart-shaped face. I knew the face, though I'd never seen it myself before this moment. It had been foremost in every human head today. I looked away bored. There's nothing about Bella's appearance that would have stopped Edward in his tracks. And unfortunately, there's nothing about her thoughts that would have stopped him in his tracks as well. Because as much as Stephenie Meyer tries to make Bella not like other girls, she is very much like other girls in a very important way, in that she's horned up. She wants Edward so bad, and this is such a turnoff to Edward when it comes to other girls. Particularly, we hear his thoughts about Jessica Stanley wanting a hug. He calls it repulsive and vile. What does catch his attention about Bella, though, when he looks over and sees that ordinary face that he doesn't care about, is the fact that he cannot hear her thoughts. And he starts to freak out a little bit. He's like, is there something wrong with my brain? Like, what's going on? It's his job to make sure that the new girl isn't onto them in any way. Then we know he goes to biology with her. The scent of her blood makes him feral. He becomes obsessed with her because she is going to be his downfall. And also, he can't hear what she's thinking. She had not smelled this way. And if he had access to her thoughts, he would never have cared about her at all. And I hate to say that, but it is true that he doesn't care about humans. He just doesn't. He becomes fascinated with her for these reasons. And then when he separates himself from her after rescuing her from the van and she gets suspicious, he then watches her through other people's eyes, minds, thoughts for the next 6 weeks. And what he deduces about Bella through her actions, through how she treats these people, is that she is good and that she is kind and that she is selfless. And because of this, and because he then crawls into her bedroom and hears her talking in her sleep, he falls in love with her. And because her mind will always be silent to him, he can project that she is not like other girls because he hates women.